Thanks for joining me today. I hope you're ready for 60 minutes of fantastic yoga practice. I like to have a couple blocks handy and a bolster to sit on at times. So take a moment if you need it and go ahead and get whatever props you need. Today will be about 60 minutes of yoga flow and a little pranayama. So let's get ready. Find a nice comfortable position. You can sit, you can lay down, you can kneel. Yeah, and once you're in place, go ahead and close the eyes. Rest the hands comfortably, right? Maybe on the body somewhere, maybe by your sides. But find a place that is comfortable, that you can spend a few moments in without moving around too much. Good. And when you're feeling comfortable, become aware of the breath. So take a long and full inhale, breathing in. And opening your mouth, push all of that breath back out. And hopefully that felt as good for you as it did for me. So just take another long, slow breath in through the nose if you can. And out through the mouth. Finding a nice rhythm here, breathing in again. Push the belly out, making room for that nice, beautiful breath. And then squeezing, pulling the belly in as you breathe out. And we'll do 3 rounds of square breathing. So inhale slowly for a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold your breath in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the breath go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the breath out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more times, breathing in. Hold the breath in. Let the breath go. Hold the breath out. Breathe in. Hold it. Breathe out. Hold it. Good. Gently breathe in and out a few times. And we'll finish with 3 rounds of Nadi Sodhana. So gently close right nostril, the thumb. Inhale through the left nostril for 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Closing the left nostril with the ring and the pinky finger. Open the right, breathe out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe back in the right for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gently close the right, open the left, breathe out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more rounds in the left. Out the right. In the right. out the left. Last time. Breathe in. And out. In again. And out. Open both nostrils. Breathe gently and evenly through both. Taking a moment before moving to repeat any sort of mantra or affirmation that you might be working with. Repeating it to yourself 3 times. And then start to make your way into your child's pose. So set any pillows or blocks that you might have over to the side. And coming on to the knees, separate them out just as wide as you feel comfortable. Keep a little bit of space between the toes and the feet. Walk the arms up nice and long and sink the head and the chest to the floor. Once the head and the chest is down, you can walk those fingertips out just a little bit further. Push the hips back towards the ankles and then melt everything to the mat. Good. Breathe in, feeling the back fill and expand. And breathe out. Inhale. And let it go. Remembering you can come back to your child's pose at any time tonight, feeling free to stay here a little bit longer right now if you'd like. Otherwise, come up to your tabletop, so hands and knees. Right, nice alignment with the shoulders, elbows, and wrists, knees about hips width apart. We'll take a few cat and cows. I really love these. So at the inhale, drop the belly down, open the chest forward, toes can tuck if you'd like. And with the exhale, undo all that. So untuck the toes, round the spine, tuck the chin. Good. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Good. 2 more times here. Drop the belly, open the chest. Good. Round the spine, tuck the chin. Last time, nice long, slow breath in as we move into cow. And then a long and slow exhale as we round into cat. Good. Come on back to your neutral spine. Take that right arm out and up, twisting open gently here. And then thread the needle. Bring that right arm down behind the left, lower the head to the mat. And this is where we can start to bring some of the personalization into our yoga practice. Right, so there's a few options you can do here. That left arm could wrap around the back, giving an extra opening through the chest and the shoulder. The left leg can extend back behind you and straighten. And if you're feeling pretty steady and sturdy so far, maybe the left leg lifts. Right? These are all options. So listen to the body and move in a way that feels right. Good. 2 more rounds of breath here. Bring the knee or the leg back to the mat if it's not there already. And with the next inhale, bring that right arm back out and twist open. And bring the right hand back to the mat. Good. Left arm extends out and open, holding that twist just for a moment. And then thread the needle. Left arm behind the right. Head comes down. Maybe you do exactly what you did on the other side. Maybe this side feels different and needs something different. Okay, so go ahead, take it breath by breath. Lifting the leg, wrapping the arm, or just staying right where you landed. All right, if the arm or the knee happens to be off of the mat, bring it back down. And with your next inhale, take that left arm out and up, twisting open before returning to tabletop. All right, go ahead, walk those hands out a couple inches forward, spread those fingers apart, tuck the toes under, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Turn the heels out just slightly from the toes so we get some nice engagement up to the insides of the legs, and push the hands into the mat, paying special attention to the pointer finger and the thumbs, lengthening the arms, nice long spine. And if those hamstrings are a little tight, bring a nice gentle bend into the knees. Good. Take a long breath in here. And let it go. Good. Breathe in. And breathe out. This time as you inhale, bend both knees down towards the mat as low as they can go. And then we're going to come forward into our high plank, straightening the legs, pushing the heels back. Good. Take another breath in here. And with the breath out, downward dog. Let's do that again. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, high plank. Good. Stay and breathe in. Breathe out, downward dog. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale to high plank. Good. Hold and breathe in. Downward dog and breathe out. This time lift up onto the tiptoes and step by step bring your feet to the top of the mat, walking them up to your hands, and find ragdoll. A nice variation of Uttanasana, separating the feet out nice and wide, opposite hand coming to opposite elbow. Let that neck hang long. Create some nice length in the back. Release through the head and the neck, swaying gently side to side. Let everything go. Shake the head no. And then shake the head, give it a little, yeah. This is starting to feel good, right? All right, go ahead, lower the hands to the mat. Bring the feet back together and come into a flat back. So hands press gently along the legs, hips pulled back, abdominals engage, shoulder blades pulled together so the chest opens and the gaze is just out in front of you. Okay, stay here just for a long round of breath. Good. Take another breath in and come into a forward fold, this time wrapping the arms around the legs with the breath out. Unwrap the legs and slowly breathing in, rise yourself up to standing, rolling vertebrae by vertebrae. Arms come out and up overhead, palms come together, lengthen up, And then lean to the left. Keep feet pressing equally down. Hips can press out to the right. Reach those arms overhead. Okay, come on back to center. And right. Pressing the hips out to the left. Bringing the arms out overhead. Right, but remember, keep those feet pressing equally. Come back up to center. We'll take it into a gentle back bend. So separate the arms apart, little bend in the knees, lift up out of the hips and lean back. Nice and gentle here. Take one more breath in. And with the breath out, come back to center. Hands lower to heart center. Eyes close. And so here we are in Tadasana, mountain pose. Pressing both feet down into the floor. Take a moment, notice the pinky toes. Notice the big toes. Notice the balls of the feet, the heels of the feet. You keep the weight equally distributed. Bit of engagement, strong legs. Little tuck through the pelvic area. Abs are engaged just a little bit, right? Just so we can create that perfect posture. Shoulders are stacked over hips and dropped away from the ears. Relax the jaw. Relax the space between the eyes. But reach up through the crown of the head. 3 rounds of breath here. Good. Breathe fully in and fully out. All right, with this next inhale, open the eyes, take those arms up once again overhead, feeling free to reach it into a back bend. And then bringing the hands together through heart center, forward fold. Good. Inhale into your flat back. And then planting both hands on the mat, step back, high plank. All right, as we move into our sunays, we're going to start to warm the body up even more, creating some heat. So let's just start by holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shifting forward so the shoulders come just out in front of the wrists. Lower to low plank, hover. Upward facing dog, keeping the knees off the mat. Open the chest, look forward, maybe a little bit up. Good, hold here, take a full breath in. And then rolling over the toes, downward facing dog, breath out. Good, breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. This time as you inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, look to your hands, and step or hop to the top of your mat. Good, flat back, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Take the arms out and up. Exhale, fold, rolling through heart center. Flat back, breathe in. High plank, breathe out. Stay, inhale and shift forward. Exhale, low plank. Upward dog. Downward dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more times, lift the heels, bend the knees, step or jump to your hands. Flat back, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Arms out and up. Exhale, fold. Flat back. This time, try to move high and low plank with one long exhale out. Good. Upward dog. Downward dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last time through, lift the heels, bend the knees, step or jump to your hands. Flat back. Forward fold. Breathe in, rise up. Nice big breath. Push through the feet. And then let it go. Forward fold. Good. Flat back. High plank and low plank. Good. Upward dog and downward dog. 3 breaths here, or you can take child's pose. Right? Walk it out. Maybe move the hips side to side. Shake the head again. Right? Let some of that fire and heat start to settle into the body. Right? Notice the sensations that are starting to come up. Keeping it judgment free. Just starting to notice what's going on. All right. So bend the knees and come into your high plank. Right. Staying here or dropping the left knee to the mat, we're coming into side plank. So stack the right foot on top of the left, reach the right arm high, and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back to your high plank. Come to low plank. Good. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale the right foot to your hands. Crescent lunge. Inhale. Lift the chest. Lift the arms. Sink the hips down. Give yourself a chance to arrive. Right? Check in through the body. Start with the feet. Work the way up and out through the tips of the fingers. Adjust what needs to be adjusted. Move the body. All right, bring the hands to heart center and bring the chest forward. Now, you can go ahead and keep the back leg lifted if you want. I'm going to drop it to the mat for this practice. We're taking it into a twist. So bring the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Press the palms of the hands together and rolling that right shoulder back and open. Take it into a nice twist. If you have your left knee down like I do, sink those hips forward. Create as much space in the torso as you can for the twist. We're almost done here. All right, come back to center. Bring the knee back up off the mat if it's not there already. Bring the hands to heart center and come into warrior 2. So sweep that left arm up and back. Extend the right arm forward. So the heels just about are going to be in one line. Those hips are nice and open. Shoulders and hips in one line. So don't let that right arm pull you forward or that left arm pull you back. Gaze softens forward, right? Maybe even close your eyes. And as you reach out through the fingers, activate those legs. See if you can sit a little lower. With that next inhale, straighten the right leg, bring the arms up overhead. We're going to come into goddess pose. So turn both feet out, sit the hips down. Arms can stay up overhead or bring your hands to heart center and just sit low for 3, 2, 1, come back up, straighten both legs, arms up. Take warrior 2 to the back of the mat, just for a moment. Good, flip the front palm, take it into a reverse warrior. Come back to warrior 2. Good, take the arms up overhead, straighten the left leg. Back through goddess pose, just sit low into that squat. Good, come back up, both legs straight, arms up. Warrior 2 to the front of the mat. Good, flip the front palm, reverse your warrior. Pyramid pose, hands to the mat, square the hips. All the toes point towards the front of the mat. Lift the chest for a nice flat back. And then fold, bringing the head towards the leg. Settle in here. A little bit of movement, followed by a little bit of stillness. Right, lengthen that right hamstring, pull the hips back. Bring the head a little closer to the leg. Good. Inhale, lift the chest, flat back. And now we're going to move right through a chaturanga. So you can keep this right foot lifted as it comes back, but come back high plank to low plank, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Good, breathe in and breathe out. Nice long breath in, nice full breath out. Good, inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, come forward, high plank. Good. Side plank, right arm down, left foot stacks. Feel free to drop the right knee to the mat. Take the left arm high for 5, 4, 3. You got this. Last 2, 1. Come to high plank. Right, take your time. Move slowly to low plank. Upward dog, breathe in. Downward dog, breathe out. Good, left leg high. Left foot to hands. Crescent lunge. Inhale and rise. Sink the hips low. Right, give yourself time to arrive. So this is not the pose on the different side. It's a completely new pose. Right? There's different energy lines at play. There's different places that might be blocked or stiff. Okay, so give yourself time here. Adjust and breathe. Maybe the space comes to sit a little deeper. And bring the hands to heart center, chest forward. Right, option to keep the right leg lifted or bring the right knee to the mat. Right elbow, left knee, twisting open. Right, if that knee did come down, sink the hips forward. Good. Maybe there's adjustments that need to be made, or maybe we can sink into the breath. Right? It's going to be different for everyone. Breathing out slowly. Good. Start to make your way back to center, lifting that right knee up again if you dropped it. Hands at heart center. And then coming into warrior 2, sweep that right arm up and back. Left arm extends forward. Okay, so feel the alignment. Right, try not to look. It's so easy to look down at our feet and see where they are on the mat. Right, but try to do it without looking. Try to do it by how the body feels and adjust from there. Good. All right, starting to make that transition to goddess pose. Straighten the left leg, bring the arms up overhead. You may need to come in a step, both feet turn out, sit the hips low. Right, arms up or hands at heart center, your choice. Good, we're here for 3, 2, 1. Straighten both legs, arms up. Warrior 2 towards the back of the mat. Not here for long. Flip the front palm, reverse the warrior. Oh, good. Come on back. Warrior 2 to goddess. Straighten the right leg, arms up. Sit into that squat. Good. Inhale, come back up. Warrior 2 facing the front. Flip the front palm, reverse that warrior. Pyramid pose. Bringing both hands to either side of that left foot. Squaring the hips. Right. I like to step my right foot up quite a bit in my pyramid pose, but find a comfortable place for that back foot. Right. That's one of the most fantastic things about yoga, right? Is there's no real perfect yoga pose. It meets each and every one of us right where we are in that day, in that practice, in that moment. And so find what feels right for you, where you can breathe and create some space and create some quiet in the mind. All right, really nice work. Take it nice and slow. Lift the chest coming into flat back. And then move yourself high to low plank. Upward dog. Downward dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Long breath in. Long breath out. One more time, fully in and fully out. Take the right leg high. Step the right foot forward. Crescent lunge. Inhale, rise. Warrior 2. Exhale, open. Straighten the right leg, arms up. Exhale, goddess. Sit down. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, warrior 2 to the back. Good. Flip the palm, reverse it. And back to warrior 2. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Come to center. Exhale, sit to goddess. Good. Inhale, stand. Exhale, warrior 2 to the front. Nice work. Flip the palm, reverse your warrior. Pyramid pose. Hands to the mat, hips square. Good. Lift the chest and take it down high and low plank. Good. Upward dog. Breathe in. Downward dog. Breathe out. Inhale, lift the left leg. Step that left foot forward. Crescent lunge. Inhale up. Warrior 2. Open. Good. Inhale, arms up. Left leg straight. Exhale, sit to goddess. Good. Inhale, stand. Exhale, warrior 2 to the back. Flip the palm, reverse it. Back to warrior 2. Good. Straighten the right leg. Bring the arms up. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, stand. Exhale, warrior 2 to the front. Nice work. Flip the front palm, reverse it. Pyramid pose. Square the hips. Good. Lift the chest and take it down high and low plank. Upward dog. downward dog. Child's pose for a couple breaths. If you want to grab a little bit of water, go ahead, grab a little bit of water. And just give yourself 5 rounds of breath. Let everything settle back down. Anything that just came up, right? Anything that just opened up or shook loose. Give it a chance to clear out with the breath or settle. Okay. Again, feel free to stay in your child's pose for as long as you might need to or want to here. Otherwise, make your way back into your downward facing dog, lifting those hips up. Okay. All right, with the inhale, take the right leg high. With the exhale, step the right foot to the hands. Inhale, crescent lunge. All right, steady yourself. Steady. And then come into warrior 3. So lift the left foot up, right? If you don't get it on the first try, that's okay. Come back to it. Reach the arms forward, palms in. Left foot is flexed, toes point to the mat. Good. Breathe for 3, 2, 1. Coming into eagle. So lift the chest, lift the arms, left knee up, and then cross the left leg over the right leg and the left arm under the right arm. Sit low. Right now, don't mash your face and your hands together. Keep the hands away from the face. Keep the elbows lifted. Squeeze the legs. Good. For 3, 2, 1. Take the arms out and up. Bring the left knee up and come into dancer. So you're going to take the inside of the left foot with the left hand. All right, my balance tonight, not great, my friend. So hopefully you're doing better than me. Kick the left foot into the left hand. Reach the right arm forward. Good. For 5, 4. Keep kicking and reaching. For 2. And 1. Let it go. Bring the left foot next to the right. Maybe circle the ankles. Roll the shoulders. Take a nice breath in. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Flat back. Breathe in. High and low plank. Breathe out. Upward dog. Open the chest. Downward facing dog. Hips high. All right. Left leg high. Left foot to hands. Crescent lunge. Inhale. Come on up. Nice work, right? Get sturdy, get steady, and then launch into warrior 3. Lifting the right leg up, right? Engage the abdominals. Keep them fired up. That helps with our balance. All right. For 3, 2, and 1. Come up to standing, arms up, right knee up, eagle, right leg over the left leg. Right arm under the left arm. You've got this. Good. Breathe. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take those arms back up. Right knee up. Dancer. Grab the inside of the right foot and then kick. Right? Your gaze settles where the left fingertips are reaching. That will help with your balance. All right. Just here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, you got it. Left, right foot to the floor, shake it out, move it out. Take a nice full breath in. Hands to heart center, breathe out. 2 more times. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Last time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Come into a flat back. Good. Now step the left foot back, runner's lunge. Right, so wiggle that left foot back as far as it can go. We're going to come into half pigeon. So drop the left knee down, walk the right foot to the left side of the mat. Knee comes down. This might be a really nice opportunity to grab pillows or blocks or any kind of support. You might want to slide under the right hip or under the head. And just bring the head to a block, maybe the head to the hands or the floor. Right? And just take some nice, slow, steadying breaths, moving everything in and out. Right? If there's something that's feeling stuck, move it around. Give yourself the opportunity to move a little bit deeper. Right? After a couple breaths, things start to release, things start to open up. So if that happens for you, take that step forward. See what's next. See what else is possible. Take it nice and slowly from wherever you are, pressing up to your hands. And then just gently, we're going to lean to the right and sweep that left arm, that left leg out in front of us, bringing the sole of the right foot against the left thigh. Take the arms up and forward fold over the left leg, reaching for the left ankle or foot. And again, if that hamstring's pretty tight, you can bend the knees if you want here. Keep the spine as long and straight as you can, and then lower the chest and the head towards the leg. Feel that nice stretch through the low back. And right on the right side where the low back and the hip all start to come together, there should be a nice gentle stretch there. Lengthening on the inhale, bringing the head a little closer to the leg on the exhale. With the inhale, come on up, sweep that right arm up, and we're going to land the right hand behind us. And as we inhale, lift the hips, push the left foot into the mat, and reach the left arm overhead, taking a nice full stretch through the side body. Good. Bring the hips back to the mat. And we're going to take it into half pigeon on the other side. So slide that left foot over to the right, or the left foot over to the right. Swing that right leg around behind you. Right, square the hips as best you can so that you're not leaning to the left or leaning towards the right. Sliding any blocks or pillows that you might need into place. You can then bring the forearms down and bring the head down. And allow yourself to come into this beautiful hip opener. And it can be a bit intense, right? For sure. Getting into some of those energy centers, getting into some of those emotional storage places in the body. Okay, so treat yourself with kindness, with grace, with compassion. But just as importantly, don't run away. Stay here with the breath. You're doing a really great job. Last round of breath here, breathing fully in and fully out. Slowly press up to your hands and leaning to the left, slide the right leg out in front of you, bringing the sole of the left foot against that right thigh. Good, arms come up and forward fold, reaching for the right foot, the right ankle. And you're going to notice, right, in any posture, one side of the body is going to act very differently from the other. And so just notice some of the subtleties. Don't judge it, right? Don't assign work based on it, but just become aware of it. And so, for example, when I take this posture on this side, I can feel the connection in my low back and my hip on that left side so much more intensely than I do on the other side. And so I send my breath there. That's where my awareness certainly already is. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Let the inhale bring you back up. Take that left arm up and over, landing it behind you. Lift the hips and sweep that right arm up and overhead. Push the right foot into the mat. Open up the right side body. Good. One more big breath in. Lower the hips to the mat. Long breath out. All right, bring both feet out in front of you and go ahead, lay all the way down onto your back. All right, straighten the legs out. Bring the arms up overhead, reaching into a nice full body stretch. Point those toes. Then bringing the arms by the side, bend the knees. Place the feet flat on the mat, heels as close to the bum as you can get them. Toes in just a little bit, heels out. Lift up into bridge. Bring the hips up. Wiggle the shoulder blades together. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring the hips back to the mat. Allow the low back to sink into the mat. Rest the hands some more comfortable. Start to slow down. One more bridge. Bringing the feet back if you need to. And pushing through the feet. Inhale the hips up. Shoulder blades come together. Maybe the hands clasped beneath you. Good. For 5. Try to use the legs instead of the glutes. For 4, 3. Press through those feet. For 2. Stay up for 1. And then lower all the way down. Bring the knees into the chest and give them a squeeze. Good. You can rock here gently, side to side. Really anything that feels nice. some circles around the low back. And then the other direction. Come on into happy baby, bringing the feet towards the ceiling, grabbing by the big toes or the ankles. Rocking gently side to side. Right. Always an option to remain still if that is what you find more comforting, right? Or if that allows you to access the posture better. Right? Stillness is an option. Movement is an option. Right? Breathing is mandatory. We have to breathe through the postures. Otherwise, it's up to you. All right, take those legs together, bring them up overhead. And this is where the block or pillow may also come into play, right? So you can take shoulder stand, which I'll show you. You're going to bring the hips up off the mat, stack the feet over the hips, hands going to stay on the hips. Okay, if that's a bit much for you this time of night, though, take a nice waterfall, sticking that block or the pillow under the hips and just bringing the feet up to the ceiling. Right. And if you've got that block in place, you can feel free to point and flex the toes, circle the ankles around. Letting gravity bring some of the blood and all of that nice body stuff back to the heart where it can be replenished and repumped back out. Right. You can stay here if you'd like, or consider coming into plow, bringing the toes up and over the head. Now, if your toes don't happen to connect with the floor, keep your hands on your low back here. If you've got your feet comfortably on the floor behind your head, you can bring your hands down to the mat if you'd like. Just take a couple slow breaths here. Weight stays in the shoulders, keep it out of the neck. And then when you're ready, I'm going to slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, bring the spine back to the mat, bring the legs back to the mat. Take another full body stretch. Arms up overhead, point the toes. All right, both knees come up and into the chest. And drop them over to the left. Bring the gaze over to the right. Bring the right arm out. Right, nice gentle supine twist. Right, really starting to signal to the body that our practice is just about through. We'll start to quiet everything down as we prepare for our Shavasana. Coming back to center. Drop the knees over to the right. Bring the gaze over to the left. Extend the left arm out. Starting to slow the breath down, returning control to the body, letting it find its more natural rhythm. Bring both knees back to center, Wrap the arms around the legs, or maybe grab the feet, lifting the head towards the knees, curling up into a little ball. And then extending out, bringing the legs down the mat, a little bit apart. Arms come down by your side, palms up. Take a full breath in and tense up the whole body, making fists with your arms, tensing every muscle. Taking one big breath in and relaxing everything with the breath out, settling right into Shavasana. Slowly relinquish control of the breath. Remove any tension from the face or the jaw. Allow the hands and the feet to relax. Finding complete stillness. Never trust a mirror, for a mirror always lies. It makes you think that all your worth can be seen from the outside. Never trust a mirror. It only shows what's skin deep. You can't see your eyelids flutter when you're drifting off to sleep. It doesn't show you what the world sees, only being you, or how your eyes just light up when you're loving what you do. It doesn't capture when you're smiling, where no one else can see. Your reflection cannot tell you everything you mean to me. Never trust a mirror, for it only shows your skin. And if you think that dictates your worth, it's time you looked within. Please stay in your Shavasana for as long as it serves you. I will leave you here for now. Thank you so much for letting me guide you on your practice. In gratitude.